We in here. It's your boy Gutter Kane, the Gutter Man. You tuning in to CIRV'N IT RAW Podcast. The one and only. Oh yeah.
That new dude in the house.
Just make sure the coke fire. Told the jeweler cut some links and bring the gold higher. He wanna shoot it, he hot-headed, he ghost rider. Send him through your shit like Robin Givens with the old iron. Swinging, fork in the glass pot clanking. Holding the boat, they ship sinking. I make one brick, two without blinking. They was sleeping, now I got them rethinking shit.
What's happening? You tapped into CIRV'N IT RAW Podcast. I'm your host, Gutter Kane. And I got a special guest off in this thing. This boy got some high energy, man. He doing it for the, you know what I'm saying, for the Northwest hip hop. I want to welcome Tyfisha.
Yes.
What's going on, big dog?
What's up, brother?
Already.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Y'all know the motto. We keep it 100, authentic, and completely raw. You know what I'm saying? And before I get on any questions and stuff, I see that you brought your own sticky icky, but I'm a good host.
Oh, yes, sir. With the bow on it? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you, my man.
The early Christmas present.
The oleum's good, or I be smoking the oil with that. I be dabbing, you know what I'm saying? So
Well, that one's infused.
yeah, that's one. I love it, man.
Okay.
That's
All
good.
right.
It's good. It's good.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
So,
indeed.
yeah, I appreciate that shit.
And let's see. Before we start, I know you said you ain't really a drinker, but I got my Olympia vodka.
Okay.
They're not sponsoring me yet. I'm gonna sponsor their ass right now. You know what I'm saying? But we take a little shot.
Yeah, let's do it. I need to loosen up a little bit.
Already.
I like it. I didn't know Olympia made vodka.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Olympia
They
vodka,
shut
man.
the
Yeah.
beer down, so I mean, you better start making something.
Yeah, they use the water from the tun water.
Yep.
Yeah, from somewhere. Yeah,
That's
to
cool.
do this. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about that, man. Olympia vodka.
Y'all need to get in.
Yes. If you stay in Olympia, Lacey, Tumwater area, Thurston County, support your local people.
For real though, that's
know what I'm saying?
I'm about to start sipping that a little bit.
Yeah, man, smooth too. It's like Grey Goose almost.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go, right there, Bubba. Already. Yes, indeed. And the fact that like I said, man, I really appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, it was an honor, honestly. Once I, you tapped into me, it was like, yes, sir. I mean, might as well.
Oh yeah, man.
Supporting.
Yes, indeed.
The cranberry.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No worries.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it was like I'm only asleep like 15 minutes away from you, so.
Oh damn, I didn't even know you was that guy.
Right, yeah, it was super close. I was like, hell yeah.
And not to you. Oh yeah. Put it in down here.
You gonna cheers it?
Oh yes, indeed.
Okay.
There you go, Bub.
Sir.
Yes, indeed. Woo.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's all in your neck.
Yeah, it's sweet. I like it.
Alrighty. Well, shoot, let's go ahead and get it started, man.
Okay.
Started. So, Tyfisha, man, where you from, bro?
All right, so I was born in Olympia, moved around, lived in Vegas for a little bit, mostly with my mom. So, my mom's a single parent and whatnot, but lived in Vegas for a little bit and lived in Arizona, and then kind of got my footing back in Olympia. And that's where my mom was kind of going to community college and whatnot. She met a gentleman as my stepdad. And the crazy thing is that I was living with my grandma right on College Street. So this is like all familiar territory to me. But then we moved to Shelton, dude. It's like 30 minutes that way. So it's like some small town, real small town, like lumber town. So it's like not really a lot going out there, you know what I'm saying? Especially for a brother like me who's, passionate about the music and fashion and just kind of just stuff that isn't really around in that area. So moving out there was just weird. So I guess you could say I'm from Olympia, but I migrated around and I lived in Shelton for like majority of my life. And that's kind of where I grew up. I went to Shelton High School and whatnot.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And so, yeah, I lived there for like 10 years. And my mom, like, she it was hard for her. So she found a really good man who held her down. And me and him, we butted heads. Like, me and my brother and him butted heads. But at the end of the day, like, me and my brother would always say, as long as he respects my mother. So, like,
Yeah.
That's why we loved him and we appreciate him and stuff. So he held us down though. So shout out to Dave. He held it down, and I was in Shelton pretty much for the like majority of my time, you know. And then
yeah, people don't know, man. Shelton is a small town. I used to work out there, man.
Yeah, you know how it is, bro.
Yeah,
it's weird. So I mean,
okay. So what age would you when you started rapping?
I've always been into music, just like kind of just always like, you know, singing songs on the radio or just songs that I can understand. But honestly, I was always just kind of freestyling, messing around. My homies would say, oh, you know, you should make music. But I really started making music, like, I think when I was like 18. Honestly, I started making music when I was 18 because graduated high school, moved to Cali, and I did door-to-door sales out there with my brother. He owned like a little company with his friend. He co-owned, it was like a pest control company. Mm-hmm. So I was just cold call, just like knocking on people's doors and just talking. So I moved back, and that's when I initially started making music. So I guess like, you know, like 18, 19 was really when I started actually like doing it and writing it and actually kind of like understanding that I have a lane in this, you know.
So you more of a writer?
I'm just off top. I go in the studio and sometimes I have shit previously written if I want to, like, it's kind of just dependent on, so sometimes I'm like, all right, I want to go in the studio and I want to get a song done tonight. And I have to, at least that's a bare minimum of a song. So I'm going to go in there and be prepared. So 3 nights before, I'm going to start kind of writing, getting ideas. So when I come in the studio, I can execute. And then sometimes I want to come in there and just vibe. Like I haven't seen you, my producer in a minute, and I just kind of want to sip and just fill out the beats. So it's kind of just like, I just go with whatever flow. I don't like to put too much pressure on making music or doing any of that shit because it just feels like I'm putting myself in a box. I just want to be free, you know? So I go on the mic, I freestyle. If it sounds good, then I'm like, all right, write that little bit down. I'm like, let me hit that one more time, and maybe I'll piece in and then keep writing again. So it's kind of just like, I just make it, you know? I kind of just roll with the punches and keep trying to go until something comes out that I'm like, ooh, this is kind of hard.
Like, that's what it is?
Yeah, it's all about the vibes. I'm like a real energy, vibey, like, just all that, like, just coming together. I think that's when I make, like, my best, like, when everyone's engaged and I can feel the vibes and the energy is good in the studio, and we're all just meshing and everything's looking good. And that's when I think I make the best. So, you know, I don't know. It's kind of just, like I say, however I'm feeling.
What were some of your influences then? Like, what were some of your influences growing up?
Like Wiz Khalifa was a really big one because he came out with Black and Yellow. I heard that, but then I really started doing my research and hearing other songs like Cushion Orange Juice and Burn After Roller. And he was just like a skinny nigga like me and would just smoke weed. And I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my gosh, this man
Cushion Orange Juice, man.
Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying? Cushion Orange Juice,
right?
like, yeah, Cabin Fever. It was just like, this motherfucker's coming out. And then he had Juicy J with him. So I just really liked how he moved. He didn't have no beef, no drama. No one really hated him. He was just doing him. He's a skinny nigga who smoked weed, and he was just making his paper and putting on for Pittsburgh. So I really felt like really close to him because I felt like I could relate to him as much as that. But like going back even further would just be like, I don't know, like Lil Wayne, you know, it's like Mac Miller, just like all the artists that do their own thing, that differentiate themselves. And that's the reason why we can talk about their names to this day. So just any artist that just really just kind of fucks with themselves and they don't really care and they kind of just abide by their own rules.
Okay.
You know, so, and it's all fashion and rock and other alternative music, just all that shit comes together, and that's what makes me. So it's like, it's not just rap, it's all types of music. I'm just music is just everything, you know? That shit changed my life. This music shit changed my life, bro. Like, wow, man.
Well, that actually puts in my mind as, like, from you saying that music has changed your lith. Mm-hmm. I listened to Bandit, which is your new single.
Yeah.
And I also listened to No Trust.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I'm gonna tell you about No Trust was, have you had like a lot of heartbreak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because just like crazy shit going on.
Okay, because I got that vibe from there, and it's like with No Trust, I felt like the theme I kind of got from it was like you were trying to put out how like I'm in this relationship, I love you. But I'm over here working. I'm trying to get this meal. I'm trying to get this bag. And I don't want you to feel like I don't appreciate you. Yeah. But I'm over here trying to do this for us. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like I'm not good enough for you or whatever like that, maybe you should, you know, maybe you
step away.
Step away, right? Yeah. And it's like when I heard the song, I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like bumping in and shit. And I was like, well, damn, I'm like, you know, like, hell, if my wife, maybe I'm even making my wife feel that way when I'm on this podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna have to play this song for her and shit. But tell me about those two singles, like, and as far as like the heartbreak kind of behind it, because I kind of get that thing from both.
I just
Both
feel
tracks.
like, man, like my whole life I just been alone, bro. And then the people that have been close to me, I swear, bro, it's like I'm just a real open. Like that's why I don't like to be close with people because I feel like I open up almost too much sometimes, and like I gets me into points where I feel vulnerable. So I really kind of try to not distance myself, but really just stick to my like people that I really trust. But it's just I feel like I just been like I've always been alone. Like my mom's grinding, my parents are working. I'm always just trying to do something. Like friends are busy, like alone at the crib, coming home, like making my own dinners and shit. So just like all that shit that I just been going through, and then just people leaving me and people just like my city, like my own city, like bro, I'm just this nigga just making music and people hating on me in my city and just crossing me and just doing me dirty when I'm truly just really trying to better myself. Like I don't have any influence, any intent on really like fucking anybody else's path up because I'm so caught up in my shit that I don't even know what's going on with you. So just the fact that like people want to just like sly on me or hate me because of the way I look and just stupid little things that just more of insecurities and just like hatred, just like a lot of hate that I've always felt like I've had, and people really just, I feel like I've never really had genuine people in my life, and just I wanted to just speak my piece and let people know that like I'm going through mental battles. Like this shit truly hurts. Like when you fuck with people's shit, that really hurts. Like crossing people's paths or like fucking with their home life, being a home wrecker, like really like just doing shit that's like just like you wouldn't want done to you. My bad, I'm getting a little hot, but like
no, you good.
like fucking I don't know, man. It's just like all that shit was just pent up, and I didn't have any way of telling people that, and I didn't think anybody would want to listen. So the only way I could get people to listen was just through my music, was speaking the shit that I'm going through. And I'm like, bro, like if at least one nigga can be like, damn man, like I'm hearing this motherfucker, like he's really seeing shit, like he's saying what he's really feeling. As long as I can have at least one or two people feeling that, that's all I can truly ask for. But just the intent of those songs was mainly just like me, it was just all this shit that's just been pent up, like just hurting me, that's just been like in a sense holding me back. Like I don't need to hold grudges, I don't need to be mad. So by me rapping all this shit is like setting myself up for a clean slate. It's like like I can breathe now because I don't have that shit on my shoulders anymore. It's like I can't talk my shit, I can't go up to you and be like, man, blah 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 blah. So all I can do is speak it on the mic and make it sound good, and hopefully that the people they did me wrong can hear that shit and be like, dang man, like Ty is really doing that, and I really hope that we can crush what we had and figure our shit out. But like it's just me, just that's my only way I could talk. I guess it's like in a sense it's like talking my shit, in a sense of just being like, this is what's going on, this is how it is. Yeah, without being disrespectful, just like listen the fuck up, man. Like this is what's going on, and so that's the only way I can say that's what made me want to just want to do that shit.
Now none of those songs were like undercover codes to like a female, and then was
yeah, it was a little bit. Some of it was, okay. Some of the shit was, to my ex and whatnot.
Okay,
to the shit that like, to shit like to my ex and to the niggas who wanted to do me dirty and just like all that, just that shit that just,
Well, it's good that you like, what I'm saying, like you staying positive and you staying on point with it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like Bandit, I like how you know what I'm saying, you using the melodic style.
Yep. I'm trying to come in with a little different of a approach, and kind of a lot of people have been saying I can use my voice, so I started kind of trying to use my voice more and tackle that. Try to see if I can slide into a different type of lane. I want to be versatile. So
no, that's what's up. You ever heard of Domino? Yeah. So the melodic style that I hear a lot of like newer artists use they're still like making it their own. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like NBA YoungBoy, all them.
Yeah, of course.
And they all sound different, but yeah, Domino did a song. He was the first person I ever heard that actually used the melodic style. This came out like in '93. He had a song, Ghetto. It was like a song called Ghetto Jam. It was like here we go, the baby, yay. Okay, yeah, that dude right there. I can't remember how the words went exactly, but that was like the melody for it. But he was the one, like he did another song too. I can't think of the name of the song off the top of the head. I can't think of the song off the top of the head.
I swear.
But anyway, but it was another one like that. You know what I'm saying? But he used it kind of like that melodic style and stuff. He was like the first person I ever heard. He was from Long Beach though. But his name is Domino. But
now I'm gonna check that nigga out on God. Like honestly, I want to hear out. Like I like to do my research and definitely
that's what's up.
And influences or anything like that I can put in take under me and use it in my little my book of traits. And hell yeah, I'm gonna try to go check that shit out for sure.
That's what's up. Are you working on any albums?
So yeah, I'm gonna do a little. I haven't dropped it. I've been grinding this music for like 3.5 years, and I haven't dropped one tape yet. I just been dropping singles and networking. So I really just been grinding, just dropping here and there and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do a little drop on the 30th of this month. It's a 4-track EP. It's something light. It's just shit that I've been making, like, not even trying to brag or anything, boast or anything. I just been like cooped up in the studio making so much music, and I haven't had the confidence to release it because of just the shit that I've been going through, mental battles and whatever else. That it was super easy to like do this tape, and then I was just sitting in my little studio area, and I was like, damn, bro, like I might as well just drop the tape for the people, like just give them a little taste of like what Ty's on and what I've been on, and I haven't really dropped it like a project yet, so kind of give it a good theme and just like let everybody know like I moved out of my hometown, so the tape's called Runaway, so it's kind of just me just running away from the bullshit, all the drama and all that shit, and it's kind of just getting my foot in the door and letting people know like this is Ty, this is the Ty that like I want people to know, and I'm finally comfortable in my own skin, and I'm really ready for like I posted a month back, like I took a break from social media and I finally got my feeding, and I just took a mental break, you know what I'm saying? I just needed to get my mind right and stuff.
So you now mainly focus on your mental health?
Mental health and just like myself, mind, body, and soul. And I don't think anybody really truly like taps into those things that like, those are crucial things. And especially in like a music, cause you're like, you gotta be the dude. Like you gotta be engaged. You gotta be there. You gotta be all in at all times. So it was a lot. And so I just took a real big mental break, but all through that time I was making all this music. So now it was just super easy to just be like, hey, I'm going to put this tape together and talk to my producer. Let's just drop it. Let's for the people. No fucking craziness. We're just going to get the cover. And it's just music to let people know like, hey, this is what I'm doing in the new year. This is how it's going to start. Like, this is what the fuck's going on, you know?
Since you're a newer artist and kind of represent more of the younger crowd, right? And me being older and stuff like that. One thing that I notice is I feel like there's a disconnection, right? And so I know like recently I've been hearing like, you know, mental health and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
What type of struggles or depression do younger people, you know what I'm saying, that's around your age, deal with that maybe older people like myself, you know, aren't getting?
No, I think, man, and I don't. It's gonna be the way I hopefully make money, or the way I make money, and the way that like that's evil and bad. This social media, pretty much, it's so hard. It's like, man, like you go and you look on social media, and if you're not a very like, people might think I'm super confident, but if you're insecure and stuff, and you ain't have shit, and you see niggas out there with Balenciagas on their feet, and they looking cool and shit, and you're like, damn, man, I can't do that all the time, and just seeing like everyone's good life and you always comparing your life to that, like just always trying to keep up, be part of it, and just like be like you want to be, so like you like almost let social media rule your life because you want everything to look picture perfect. You want to be picture perfect. You want to like compare yourself to all these picture perfect people, but in reality it's like that's their best moment right then and there. You do not know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. And so that's like what I really started to like understand. I started to catch myself doing that, like comparing myself to these motherfuckers and stuff like that, and judging, and just being like not the person that I really like my mom raised me to be. Like, so it's just a lot of just like comparing and just like not like insecurities and just like, you know, trying to keep up. And you see you got the Island Boys singing Island Boy, like you just like just some and then you're grinding out here like, dang bro, like how is this? They're almost making fun of this shit and they're getting paid while I'm really taking this shit and trying to like do this. So like just like comparing and just going through that, and then just drama that you can like see from your people, and you know, just the negativity that's always on social media. That's all there really is negativity. It starts like controversy. That's what is that going to bring? More people to jump in, more of the topic that's going to be brought up is going to start fights. People are going to keep going. So it's just like,
so it's over consuming. It's your generation.
I feel like social media literally runs us, like TikTok, everything, and everyone like compares themselves to those people that are like honestly like doing just. They could be more fortunate. They could have been anything. There's 10 billion reasons why they could be doing what they're doing. But I just found myself comparing and just like...
And I can see, and now I can, like, based off of you saying that, now I can see why it's so hard for my generation to understand what y'all are going through. Yeah. Because we didn't grow up on social media.
Yeah.
So we physically had to see somebody having stuff to be like, damn, I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all, it's social media and it's just constantly there.
Constantly there.
Yeah.
Just constantly,
so,
like, always.
So y'all constantly get to depression.
Yeah.
And with
like,
us, it kind of, it was
and it disconnects you and shit, man. Like, you don't, like, you be coming home, like, you don't want to kick it with your, like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like most people will come home from school and it's like, I remember when I was like, 13, 14, yeah, I'd be playing Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, playing the games, but I remember just like coming after school and kicking it with my homies, like generally just like kicking it outside, like playing basketball, like bowling, like, I mean, you know, we'd probably go hit up the dealer, let's go smoke a blunt, like outside and shit, like, nowadays, I really don't feel like kids generally just go kick it outside. They're doing different shit, going inside playing video games on their phones. Like, they're not truly like getting it. Like, I feel like I was on a brief, like weird. Like, I had it where like I was outside a lot, but then the smartphones were coming out and shit. So then I kind of started getting into that shit. But like, I just feel like it just takes away from a lot of things. Like, a lot of things are just taken away from social media. It's just not very like, it's dope because I love it and it's the way I can present myself and talk to people and stuff like that. But for a younger crowd, in the sense of being like, damn, bro, like, shit, sometimes it's like brainwashing, dude. Yeah, it's a grift and a curse. It's like brainwashing kids, man. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but some of these kids just be acting like they so hard and they know it and they toting these guns and they see all this shit, but it's like, bro, like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, even me in those situations, I'm not doing that shit. Like, it's just creating things that aren't real, and you can easily do things on social media. You can act hard, you can get a gun, you can talk your shit, and no one's gonna do anything. You can do whatever you want behind the camera. It almost creates like an image that people can create an image that's not themselves. And you know for damn sure they ain't gonna talk to you in person about that shit. So it's just weird, man. I don't know. I don't really like, I feel like I'm a young dude and I'm talking like this and everyone's probably like, what the hell? Like, I feel weird talking about it because it's just like, I feel like I sound old by talking about this, but it's just shit that I've been going through, you know. It's just all experience and just the shit that affected me, you know.
That's maturity.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, mature.
That's what it is. That's maturity. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But you know, I just wanted to ask that question because, like I said, not only from a hip hop standpoint of it being a disconnection, because I know a lot of the younger rappers feel like a lot of older rappers don't support them. Yeah, no, that's true. And there's a disconnect, and so I just wanted to kind of get your perspective on it, as well on a personal level because I'm a father. No, for sure. No, I respect you asking me that because I feel like when I talk about like my mental shit, no one really like digs into that. Like it's just kind of just said it, done. It easy. And people, it's a sensitive topic. No one really wants to dig into that shit. Hey, if you can give me and other viewers out there, you know what I'm saying, that's mothers and fathers or just people in general that just don't understand why mental health is so much of a topic right now for younger people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to get your perspective so that even I can understand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And by you explaining that social media is, like I said, to me, as after you talked, I was looking at it like, okay, so see, for us, when I was growing up, we dealt with depression here and there, but it wasn't like how y'all are dealing with depression. Okay, but we wasn't, watching the news 24/7. You know what I'm saying? To us, our news came from hip hop, from rappers. Yep. Okay.
Talking about the facts, everything going on and whatnot.
But for y'all, it's like everything that y'all deal with is coming through, social media. So it's like y'all see like almost like all police brutality, all hatred, all just everything. The violence.
It's the media too, so that's the worst thing. And then the media. The media is gonna be showing. That's where it's like bad, bro. It's negative, man. It's like it's a curse and a blessing, but man, the media wants fucking like they want to show the shit that like Travis Scott. Like all you've heard about is bad shit. I'm not saying that it was a horrible catastrophe.
What happened to Asher?
But but it's like it just keeps percolating. It keeps going on. It's bubbling up. It keeps bubbling up. It keeps bubbling up. You hear only bad. Keep hearing. It's like, okay, man, we get it. It's bad. What's good? Can we hear some good shit? What's going on? What's good in the world? Like, what's good in the world? You go on the news, you ain't hear nothing good. 20 deaths in Atlanta. You hear blah, 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 all this stuff. We had a war going on. But it's like, what's good? Like, what's good? In Alabama, we had 20 kids graduate high school. Like, just shit that, like...
But then we talk about the positive
right,
stuff.
you know what I'm saying? It's just negative. Yes. And I'm like... And that started consuming me. The negativity started consuming me. And then now, like... taking a break and using social media as like, okay, I'm gonna post my shit and I'm gonna literally put my phone in my living room and I'm going to my little game room and I'm kicking it. And my girl and I don't fuck with my phone for like 3 hours and I go back, check it a little bit, and I give myself mental breaks and I actually live in the real world and I engage and I'm with my girl and I'm not like focused on my phone a little bit and I'm with my, like, when I try to be in the moments as much as I can, because it's like there's time just goes by so fast and everyone's on their phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to go on your phone, but it's like, don't be on your phone talking to me and shit. Like, when just shit like that. Like, when my girl talks to me, I almost get so mad when that shit happens.
Message.
I'm like, come on now, like, at least give me a full attention just a little bit, because I would do the same thing for you. Just mutual respect type shit. And I don't think it's any disrespect to anybody doing that. I just think it's just natural. We're naturally just kind of prone to going to our phones. You know what I'm saying? It's just a natural thing. We grew up with it. So, I don't know.
Well, take some breaks. You heard what he said. He takes 3-hour breaks. Y'all out there, man. Take some breaks. Go run around the goddamn block for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know, man. It's just... Yeah.
Take a break from them damn phones. Go check your mail. Do something. Okay?
It's just overwhelming. And just being an artist, I got everybody hitting me up and asking questions and people like, you know, just all that stuff where it's like, I just need a break sometimes. I can't like be always in that shit. It sometimes stresses me out. I'm like, fuck, this man wants a feature and this guy's asking me stuff and this over here and he's saying what's up and I'm like, I got 4 DMs I gotta hit on. Like, I need to put my damn phone. I just got home from work. I am tired, man. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But
okay. Well, what hip hop collaborations, like maybe like dream collaborations you like to see for yourself?
Bigger artists, like
period, local, underground, mainstream.
I really wanna. I think it would be sick to get like a feature with like Keyshawn. He lives out here in Seattle, or like Louis. That would be really cool. Just to work with just the local artists that are, you know, doing stuff out here that are,
that's what's up.
You know, they're doing their thing, and I think it's just always cool to work with local people. And
shout out to them.
Shout out to them. I mean, there's a lot of artists I would love to work with. It's more of just like
in the mainstream.
Yeah. Shit, man, a lot. I would say it would be really cool to kick it with, like, make some songs with Wiz Khalifa and be able to kick it in the studio with him, because he's just always been my inspiration. I think, like,
that kind of it.
You know, no, there's a lot of, like, you know, like, I don't know, Lil Uzi. We could go like, you know, Trippie Redd. I think it'd be some, you know what I'm saying? Like Playboy Cardi would be really cool to kick it with those guys. I like those guys are like rockstar rage people that I really look up to, like stage presence. Like you go watch like them at I don't know, like Coachella, Lollapalooza, or what, all them damn events, and they are just like, that's why I say rock and roll and rap are like 2 and 2. You see these motherfuckers like wearing like leather pants and they rocking out. And that shit's cool to me. Like, generally, like, I thought it was like, I was like, what the fuck at first? But then, like, the more and more I do it, and then I do that shit on stage, like, if you go look at my recent posts, like, I've been trying to implement that shit on my level, and, like, it changes the way, like, I make my music and everything like that. Like, I want to have more of a stage presence. I want to feel like that rock star status. So, like, just, like, those guys are very influential with what they're doing and whatnot. But, I don't know, man. It's just, I just want to kick it with those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Since you say that you want to you want to have rock and roll and rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Like,
I'm going to say this again, because I said this on my episode. Okay. I said this on my episode. Everybody wants to know why the Northwest has not blown yet. And I keep telling them that's because they have not found their sound yet. But the Northwest sound is grunge and rap mixed together.
Yeah.
If somebody get on the phone, call Jake One, Jake One is a high level producer from Seattle. He done made beats for G Unit and all that shit. And in the business, there's another dude who, get with these producers. If you can find a way to mix grunge with rap, and these artists like yourself get behind that sound and push that shit out, you will then have created the Northwest sound.
Exactly, because everyone wants to implement sounds that are already been created in all this other area. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I started to take the left instead of going to the right. You know, with Bandit and all these other songs that I'm getting into dropping in the new year. That I've really starting to implement all these new artists that are coming up in like LA and all these other areas that are very like cool areas, vibrant for the music and shit. So I just been trying to like use what they use and then implement it in mine and create it into something that's like me and that I find inspiring and I find cool. And so like that's just what I found. Like,
you like Nirvana?
I like Nirvana, yeah, but I don't know, like, see, this is where, like, I don't like to name drop and act like I know my shit, but I know that when I listen to that shit, I know some of the songs. I know some of that shit, like, I think, what, Sandman or some shit? Is that a Nirvana song? I don't know, but just shit like...
So, Nirvana's most popular songs was, like, Smell Like Teen Spirit, which Diamond Dallas Page from wrestling.
Yeah.
He used that as his intro, In Bloom, Come As You Are, all those. And like I said, if somebody who make beats will sample some of these damn songs from Nirvana,
be sick. Kurt Cobain's out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That rock star shit, bro. Like that shit's cool. And I think I'm pretty sure I remember just talking to other like older crowds that are like that were here, and they said like, I need a lighter. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got you on the whole, like, mixing the rock and roll. So I hope you really push that and tap into that. Now, this question right here is what I ask everybody. Okay. This one has to get asked. What is Tyfisha's top 5 rappers?
Oh, shit. Damn, top 5 rappers.
Top 5. What's your top 5? Well, ask everybody that question.
This people, I think like the one thing that's kind of messed up is I have like no old artists in my lineup, which is kind of like I know, but I feel like as an artist I should at least have like one, and I think that's me going back and doing my research. But I'm gonna say let's start with 5. I'm gonna say we'll go Playboy Cardi.
Okay.
Lil Uzi.
All right. I know Wiz Khalifa gonna be
Wiz Khalifa.
Okay. That's 3.
Who else? I say Lil Baby. I fuck with Lil Baby. He's like the truth. He really is. He's really dope.
No. Hey, shout out to Lil Baby.
I say Lil Baby. And Dirt. Or no. Let's go.
Lil Durk.
Damn, I want to see that's 6 because now I see. So let me take off.
No, you hit 5.
Nah, but I got another artist.
Oh,
I say.
So you said Vert.
Let me take off Vert. Let me go Cardi. Cardi, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Durk, Baby, and NBA.
Okay.
NBA Youngboy. And the reason why I like those artists is because they're hard, but they're soft shit, and then when they get in their feelings, it's just as good as they hard shit. And that's why I like them artists, because they come from a hardcore background, but then they started, they made their shit, they talked their shit, and then they started kind of making like more of like shit that's like relates to people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we all can relate to guns and violence, which is like perfectly okay, but when it starts feeling like heartbreak or struggling and just going through a daily day process and shit like that, that's them niggas like NBA, Lil Baby, and Dirk, they really speak that shit to me. So, I mean, I really like that shit, just that hustle, like grinding shit. Like,
I fuck with everybody you named.
Yeah, like I be getting mad and shit. So it's like, those are my artists that are like my top 5 right now that just get me through the day type shit. Just really listen to them and just give me that, like, that edge.
But yeah, and this is the thing. You don't have to have any older artists on your list.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I explain that, and this is how I can explain to you, me being a hip hop head. Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
Me being a hip hop head, I can explain this to you. The reason why that's not the case is because it can be looked at 2 different ways. See, sometimes people will be like, they top 5 and they'll name 5 rappers, right?
Yeah.
And they don't be on no playlist. They don't be on nothing that they listen to.
Yeah.
Okay? I got a cousin right now. Shout out to my cousin Leo. Leo even brought it up. He was like niggas be like, oh, nigga, Coogee rap. And da-da-da. And it's like, you ask a nigga, when the last time you listened to a Coogee rap song?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the thing is, do rappers give their top 5 because of who they think, they want people to be like, oh, Rakim, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
or do you give out the top 5 that you were raised on? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
For somebody that
That's
was born, you know, for somebody that was born in like what year were you born in?
97.
Okay. For somebody who was born in 97, I'm not going to expect you, and no artist should expect you to be like LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not who raised you. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true. Yeah, that's
but
facts.
you still have good caliber artists that you were raised on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to stay true to yourself.
That's true.
And so
okay.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if Lil Baby, Wiz Khalifa, all those are solid artists. Even NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
Me and him from the boot. You know what I'm saying? We both from Louisiana. So those are all solid artists.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who raised you. Those are the ones who helped you get through the situation that you had to get through. You see what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
So those are your top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so
my shit.
So there's no disrespect. You ever got to feel like, oh well, I didn't name a Rakim. I didn't name Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to. They didn't raise you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those artists raised me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, that's facts.
Now I also encourage for a person. It only becomes a disconnect between the younger and the older artists. Is older artists be feeling like younger artists don't pay homage to what they have helped you. You know what I'm saying? Help you get to that point. That's it.
Yeah.
And so if you be like, oh, I created this, and you didn't go back and actually be like, oh, you know, I actually got this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, then that's the reason why you have somebody getting upset. But other than that though, if that's your top 5, they all solid rappers. Shout out to your top 5.
Hell yeah,
okay?
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. No, that's respect, and that was that made me feel a little more like actually a lot more confident and just being like.
Yeah, if you want to go back just to, if you just a person that's like, oh shit, let me if somebody be like, oh, this person used to do, like, let's say you was rapping fast and you just like, oh shit, let me go back and just check for other rappers who rap fast.
Yep.
Then that's just helping you be able to pass on to somebody else. Like, hey, Twister used to rap fast. Bone, 3-6 Mafia, like, and you going, you go back to, you know what I'm saying, to those people. But if you just be like, well, the Migos rap fast, they the ones who created it. Then that's when you start to get
your knowledge and shit. No, I completely understand. You gotta pay respect where it's due.
Yeah. Now, why do you think the Northwest hasn't been recognized musically? Because like I said, my opinion was the fact that it hasn't found its sound.
True.
But what's your perspective on it?
I think the same thing. It hasn't really found the sound, and I don't think anybody has really like captured the true culture of Seattle, like how it like really is, how cool it really could be. Because I feel like everyone, you talk about Seattle, I was like, oh, it's cool, like, it's not much. And you talk about LA and everyone's like, LA, like that shit's cool, like it's sunny and shit like that. But I just think that, like, you're right, completely right, just the sound, and I think the culture, and more of just like just putting on Seattle. Like, a lot of these artists that do pop in Seattle, they feel like they need to go over to LA and almost stay in LA because there's so much more connections, there's so many more artists, there's so many more, like, just everyone is so more attracted. So I feel like someone who could pave the way here and start bringing more people here, bringing like, hey, let's get our foot in here. This is a stomping ground. Like, we could really put something different here. It's a really good area. So I think just finding a sound and someone who's just really like more of like a group, someone who's just really gonna like put Seattle on and keep it here. Like a movement, like more of a, like their fan base and everyone really puts on like a Seattle thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we from Seattle, bro. Like, we really, like, you say that with respect when you talk about it. Like, I'm from Seattle, man. Like, wherever you're from. Like, I'm from Washington. Like, Washington, like, y'all niggas need to step up on Washington. Like, come out to Washington. Like, just start just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, making movements, making moves out here and shit. I just feel like need to be more attractive. It needs to be more of an attractive area, just cooler things, like, it's a cool ass place, even making bread out here, like, you don't really know of them, like, because of like the fact is it's not like, hey, I'm from fucking like boom, like, this is my area or whatever. Like, they're just kind of like making music and they don't really like care because the cities doesn't care. No one cares, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel like You go to LA, people, you go look at Young Dolph just died. They got a motherfucking street road from his name. Motherfuckers love that motherfucker out there. He really put on for his city, and he made people eat. He came back to his city and he made sure people were eating out here.
He got a mural.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like shit like that is just like what I want to be like. Since I'm from a small town, I'm from Shelton. I want to be the hometown hero. I want to be able to come back and come to the high school football games and, you know, maybe get some love, and everyone would be like, oh shit, Tyfisha's back, you know what I'm saying? And just whatever that hometown love shit, that would be really like an honor for me to be able to come back to my city and be able to be part of the community and be able to help out, but be able to, you know, put that shit on too, be able to come back and get a little love, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like that's just maybe some like, it's just shit I see in like the movies and shit. It just would be really cool to come back and just get that like respect and be able to pay my dues, put my community on, and put like Washington, Shelton, wherever the fuck you want to say, on the map, and really just keep my footing here, like buy a home here, stay here, record all my music videos out here. All the people, producers out here, start helping them out. Like, y'all gonna make a song? Like, okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Give me a beat that's up to my grade, and I will generally do that for you. If I'm making bread out here, you know what I'm saying? Just help people, put more people on out here, giving people more opportunities. And that would be the thing that I would like to do if I was able to be able to make it to my next step and, you know, get to wherever I need to be and give more people opportunities. You know, that would be that's what I'm going to do for Seattle. That's what I want to do for the people of Washington, is be able to get more opportunities, because I don't think there's enough out here.
So how would you describe the type, like the type of music you typically create?
Damn. Just like fun, heartbreak, like rage, just like energetic, like melodic, real just wavy shit, just like more of like the beat is a lot incorporated too. It's not like me, but it's a beat too. So it's a whole thing. It's like the beat the beat does as much as what I'm doing, you know, because I like, that's how when I listen to my beats, I'm like, dude, I could listen to this beat. I don't even need to rap on it. So like when I listen to my shit, it's almost like I'm in love with the beat. And that's what helps me make the song. So like I kind of.
Well, it shows, you know, because I saw the performance that you just had.
Yeah.
Last was it Friday?
Yeah. That was Saturday.
No, last Saturday. Okay. Yeah. That was in Oregon, right? And
yes,
and I saw how the damn girls some of the girls all in the front and shit. They were about to pass out like Michael Jackson. Like they was at a Michael Jackson concert, and then you had like one part where you were like. It seemed like you was really, really into your music, because you was like, you was sitting on the stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just kind of like, you know, like.
I was just vibing, you know, just fucking with the song. Like, it's just like, I don't know, that's like when I'm free, man. Like, that's when I'm like, damn, bro, like, this is fun. Like, I'm like so energetic, and all the shit that's pent up, I just can let it out, and I'm screaming on the mic, and everyone shows like, and if the show's right and people are really rocking with the music and they're invested, people will generally give that energy back, and I can feel that shit, and it's just like, it's like the best feeling ever, because I'm hella nervous at first, but I don't really show it, and I'm all sitting there like, fuck, and then I go up on stage, and then it's just like, I spill it out, and everyone's like, damn, nigga, like, you did that shit, and I was like, I don't know, nigga, I just did it. I just went up there and just like, did what I did. Like, I don't have any way of what I do. I don't rehearse. I don't do anything. All the energy that I have and everything that I do, I grind this fucking 9 to 5, is all that shit that I have pent up. The anger that I have is like the only time I can truly let it all out and just be like, this is what the fuck is going on. And this is like I'm like hungry, you know what I'm saying? Like I like look at that shit like I'm a wolf, and I'm like fucking out there to eat. That's how I eat, is like on stage. Like that's how I look at it. Like hustlers hustle, they sell they dope. That's how like I want to potentially make my money, is I'm on stage and I'm fucking like doing my shit for the people. And you know, I don't know. That's like the best way. I'm just fucking like.
You got any more shows coming up?
I don't really have any. I do possibly have shows coming up. I do have to talk to a few people about that.
I was gonna say, if you could.
I would shout some shows out, but if y'all follow me on Instagram, Tyfisha, or all platforms, Tyfisha, there'll definitely be announcements of shows in the future, and especially in the new year, there'll definitely be a lot of shows in the new year, just because of it's doing it damn new year, you know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be popping off.
What's next for you?
Well,
what's next for Tyfisha?
What's next for me? Then the new year, I'm gonna drop a tape, February 22nd, 2022. So it's 22222. So it's kind of just some weird shit that I thought of, and I thought it was cool to be dropping on the same numbers or some shit.
Okay.
So that's gonna be like my tape I've been like investing my time in, and just something that like is something that I'm gonna try to like, you know, obviously budget out and just do my best as like a man and as like someone who really is prideful about my tape. To do my best to be able to get it to where it needs to be. I'm not expecting anything of like this big blow up or I'm gonna be the next superstar. I just want it to be somewhere where niggas can respect my shit. You know?
Okay, so you have the EP that
it's just something. Yeah, it just drops on the 30th, and that's just like it's just a 4-track like little tape thing. Like
is Bandit on this one?
No, that's just a single. I'm just dropping all, like, I haven't dropped music in a minute. I've been just making music. So all this music that I'm dropping is generally just shit that I've been like had stored up, like kicking it. Like it's not like it's shit that I'm like, hey, hit my nigga Kevin up, hit my nigga Mackin up. I'm like, y'all can finish the touching on this shit. Like I'm trying to drop it. I got a cover, shutting them the cover. Oh, it's green, and then it's just dropping it. Okay,
so you got the EP, which is the 4 songs that'll be dropping on the 30th of this month.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you got the mixtape that's dropping on
February 22nd. You can just say it like that. So many twos, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, that's like that. And then is that pretty much it that you like so far that you know for?
Yeah, and that's just pretty. After that, it's just pretty much keep grinding the music, keep staying solid, and being consistent. Like I said before, I took a mental break. And my goal is really just for myself is just to stay consistent and just to keep pushing on. I have a lot of music and I just need to have the confidence in myself to be able to drop it and just stay consistently just doing this and just have faith in myself. And that's just really what I'm going to do. And that's what I've set myself to do. And I don't know, I just set a lot of high standards for myself, but I've been executing them. And I'm ready to just take it to the next level in the new year, and that's why I'm setting myself up for success, pretty much.
That's what's up.
And I'm just trying to just really just invest myself and just invest my time right and just invest my money right and just, hopefully that this year is something to remember,
All righty. Well, shoot, do you have any shout-outs? Anything you want to give to anybody?
Shout out my nigga Mackin for always, being there, setting up the studio. Shout out my nigga Kevin. He's the producer as well. Shout out my moms, holding it down always. I love her. And, just shout out the people, all my fans, like, appreciate all the support, everything y'all have done for me. It's been a long journey, but, we're going to take it to the next level. Shout out my nigga Gutta for setting this shit up and giving me an opportunity out here in Olympia, because I just recently moved out here. And just, for the love of the people, just keep grinding and keep doing your thing.
Well, shoot, I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, man, I think you have a grip of talent.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's good that you're actually, working on your mental health, getting everything straight. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying?
It's time
to start putting that shit out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. It's time to really, take it to the next level and, do my thing.
Alrighty. Well, shoot. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, man. We up out of here. All right.
I don't thank you, little nigga, but I'ma show you how. Little nigga. Tell mama don't be mad how If you don't know, money makers rule the world, so come with us. I don't thank you, little mama, but I'ma show you how. Little mama. If you don't know, money makers rule the world, man. Class like